Thanks so much. Actually,
We can't hear you.
I think that's as loud as it goes, everyone.
No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we do.
You don't have to shout, Joe.
Protection.
Okay, you're saying you can't hear me, but then you're also answering all my questions. It feels like maybe you can hear me. Excellent. Right, okay, so we're on to what I would call is the main event. Sorry, I know you got married and everything, but it's speeches
I
time.
agree, Joe. There's lots of pressure on these speeches.
Oh, great.
They're my favourite part.
Great, so, well, let's dive straight in. So, it's Jeff.
Right, you've got to excuse me, this is my first daughter, so it's a bit of a tough one. I would like to welcome all friends, family here today to celebrate Abby and Matt's wedding. Some 10,317 days ago, Joanne and myself were the happiest parents
Come on, Jeff. Put it in.
on the planet when Abby arrived, our first child. It was on that day that the clock started to count down to today, when I would stand next to her to give her away. And there's nobody I'd rather give her away to than Matt. But there's no but, sorry. I didn't mean to slip up. Right, but Abby, what can I say? I don't know if everybody here knows Abby and how well you know her, but she's terrified of fish. Right, so I did want to just say a little bit of a story about a holiday that we had some years ago in Egypt, where we went snorkeling. And to be fair, what I'm going to say now reflects on Abby right through to this day. But we went snorkeling. We were in some pretty deep water in Egypt, where there's a month earlier that people had lost their lives because of shark attacks and all sorts of things like that. And we were over this reef. And she was there, she was with us. She was swimming with the family and that. And even though she was sitting literally around my neck, on my shoulders, she did it. And to this day, Abby still goes out paddleboarding with Matt, Lily, the entire family. Nora's even on the board as well. All I can say is that I'm so proud of her that she's great. I love it a bit. So, right. Wow. Matt, what can I say? Right, but yeah, Matt, what can I say? Other than what a fine father he is to both Lily and Nora. And ever since I walked into the house that day, to find Matt sitting there with his arm around my youngest, my oldest daughter, sorry. Still my little girls, you know what I mean? So, but I never had doubts that Matt would look after her, even on that day. But what I wanted to say was marriage isn't just two people who have committed themselves to each other. It is the extended families as well. And having met with Claire and the boys as well, and today met the extended families even further, through tough mudders, rafting, karting, barbecues, feeling bust ribs, all sorts of things. I feel the bond is already building. But I would like to just say, I think I've said enough, I'm not great at speeches, but I would like to everybody to be upstanding and have a toast to the new couple. To Abby and Matt.
Thanks so much, Jeff. That was absolutely amazing. Thanks, Jeff. Now we're going to hear from the father of the groom. Sorry, I didn't mean to make that sound really ominous.
Did it well.
Thank you, Sonny. Okay, times have changed, Jeff. 10 years ago I used a piece of paper. 3 years ago I used my phone. Now I can't see, so I got
Try flicking the screen up with the mic.
Right, well, it's finally happened. It's been a long time coming, but I think you'll all agree it was well worth the wait. I guess many of you like me didn't think it would happen, but it has, at long last. Matthew and Abby. Wales are going to the cup final! Yes! Qatar, here we come. 1958 was the last time. We're there this year. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's been a long time. Sorry, I get emotional about Wales. But anyway, of course, we're here today, as you know, to celebrate another epic event. So today, again, Matthew and Abby and guests, Claire and I celebrate our 39th wedding anniversary today. Thank you for coming and celebrating with us. Thank you. Wales getting the World Cup finals, our anniversary, couldn't it get any better? Well, yes, I thought Wales getting the World Cup finals was stressful, but boy, it's been a long journey for Matthew and Abby, and of course, since the wedding was planned and postponed twice, there's been two beautiful additions to the family, Nora and Larry, and it's been brilliant to having them both. Now, 3 years ago, we were at my second eldest son's wedding, Jonathan, when he married Gemma. In my speech then, I said, yes, that's 2 down, 2 to go, and it gives me even greater pleasure now to say, that's 3 down and 1 to go. Although Joseph isn't in any hurry, are you, Joe?
I'm not, thanks.
No. Scrolling up. Well, what an emotional roller coaster it's been. Is there a dry eye in the house? I noticed you cried again, Abby, in your father's speech. Anybody else cry? Yeah. You know what's coming. 2 years ago, we were at Jonathan and Gemma's wedding. I didn't think we could beat that for crying. But oh my word, Abby. I think you could cry for Wales. You made everyone cry. Look, even the cake is in tears. Now that's the third time you may have heard that joke. And you may hear it a 4th. For your information, Claire and I have stocked up on tissues in the house, and when Gemma and Abby come together, we bulk buy. Anyway, didn't Abby look beautiful and Matthew handsome as ever? Have you all enjoyed? Had a good time, yeah? Good. Anyway, what can I say about Matthew? What can I say? I could say lots. He's our 3rd child and 3rd to get married. It's nice that my boys got married in order. I remember their names that way. It makes it so much easier for me. I'm very proud of Matthew and the man he's grown up to be, and typically, he was the first to give us a grandchild, Lily, who we also love to bits. I'm very proud of, as I am, and Claire is, of all our grandchildren. Lily, David, Ocean, Nora, and now Larry as well. We're all fabulous today. Matthew is different from our first two. Daniel and Jonathan and our youngest, Joseph, they all had blue eyes and blonde hair. Well, Matthew had and still has brown eyes and brown hair. The other 3 looked like each other, instantly recognisable as brothers. Matthew didn't look like them at all. The simple fact was, Daniel, Jonathan and Joseph looked like me. And to be fair, they often ring me and tell me, thanks. But Matthew looked like his mother and never rings her to thank her. But this difference led to Matthew always telling others that he was from Italian descent. And he was born in a little village near Naples and was adopted. Oh, too really, all right. He would tell this to anyone and everyone who would listen, and lots would believe him. He even tried to convince Abby that he was Italian when they first dated. There's a story about Lily. I'm sorry, but I got to tell the story, Lily. The story about Lily, when she was younger, she was over 5 talking to her neighbour's little girl who goes to a Welsh school. And she was trying to explain to Lily how to pronounce a Welsh word that Lily couldn't quite grasp. In the end, she turned to the little girl and said, "It's hard for me, mine, because I'm half Italian." But in fact, Matthew is a lot like Claire. Not only in looks, he's kind and considerate, has a really caring heart. He's also very practical. And when he was younger, he used to follow me around everywhere. Wherever I was painting, cutting a piece of wood, mowing the lawn, he'd be there helping out, taking it all in. I used to call him my shadow. As a kid, he liked to try things. I remember once Claire finding him upstairs with his hair standing up straight and a very white face. He'd only found a jar of Nivea and covered himself from top to bottom. Claire was laughing. He was always mad about the army and later on superheroes. I'd love to say Arby that he grew out to that stage, but as you know, he hasn't, and he's still as mad about Batman and Superman and Marvel as he ever was. But despite his bravado, he actually cares for people, as I've mentioned, and he's always going out his way to help people out. And in truth, he's a real superhero to many, and has always been to Lily and now to Nora. That always chokes me. Matthew was kind, thoughtful, passionate and romantic. Most of you would know he took Arby to Thailand under the pretence of his 30th birthday present, proposed to her in that beautiful setting, and was overjoyed when she said yes. If you haven't seen the video, check it out on YouTube. It's fabulous, honestly, and you not only laugh, you'll cry. If I have any advice to you both, I give the same advice to Jonathan and Gemma and Daniel and Naomi, is to stay true to each other and yourselves, keep your faith and piece of advice I was given as I was getting married, and I passed on to these two. You find in Ephesians 4:26, don't let the sun go down on your anger. And the lad, when you do have rows, enjoy making out. Sorry. Enjoy making up together. I'd like to officially welcome Arby to your family, although in truth, she's been a big part of the family for a while now, as I found out one day when I discovered strange knickers and bras and makeup kits all over our house. When they were dating, Arby used to stay over sometimes, and when I say sometimes, I mean permanently. Every so often she would go back home for one night so she could say she hadn't moved in. Only joking, Arby, but you know that's true. I could say lots about Arby, the time when she was in Thailand and called me gluten boy because I'm a celiac. Or if she knows I'm coming up to see her, she'll say she'll just save up all the washing up for me. But the one thing I'd like to say about her is the way she loved Lily from the very first time she met her, and loves her today as if she were her own. That makes her very special, not only to Matthew and Lily, but Claire and I too. And of course that love now extends to Nora. Someone wise once said, you don't marry the person you can live with, you marry the person you can't live without, and that's true of these two. And so all that's left for me to do is to ask you to stand, if you would, and able to join me in raising your glasses and toasting a happy couple, Matthew and Arby. There is just one more thing. I'm a bit confused about where the happy couple are spending their honeymoon. I thought it was in Wales because Matthew told me he's going to bang her for a week. Bangers in Wales, isn't it? While Arby told me she's going to Bangkok, but maybe you can ask him after anyway.
Well, I'm not sure I want to claim him, but that's my dad. Right, next we have something that actually wasn't on the agenda, but we have a very special surprise from Lily. And I think Dav not down.
No, I think
No. Hello. We're going to do a short speech. My part is about the fact that when I first met Abby, I thought she was a wizard. Or a witch. And I thought my dad was an alien.
This makes sense.
But now I kind of know that they are human, and even though they're not as strong as the supernatural creatures I thought they were, yes, I'm calling you weak. Their love is certainly as strong. Good luck.
Hello, I feel very happy that Uncle Matthew and Abby have got married. Congratulations. Every year, Auntie Abby and Uncle Matthew take us pumpkin picking. Thank you, and I love you.
That was amazing. Unfortunately for you, Matt. For those who don't know, Matthew is the groom.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, do it all.
Why not? Oh. Chit chat, start me off. Finishing me off and Lily going in after I was down. Lush. Okay, I'm not going to talk for you all. Hello. Thank you all. Thank you everyone for coming. It's lovely to be able to get so many of our subscribers together for a meetup. I'm quite nervous, as you can imagine, but glad that after 3 long years I finally get to stand here and speak on behalf of myself and my wife. I don't know where it was. It's lush. It's lush that we're all now able to celebrate our wedding with our admirable friends and family. It's lovely they've all been able to make it down today. Now I don't know half of you half as well as you'd like. And I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. But it's lovely to see your faces. And thank you all who've travelled quite far today. Ian, Barbara, the Irish folk. Londoners, thank you all. Now, there's a few things that have to be done in the groom speech, and it doesn't make the thank yous and you look beautiful any less true. So firstly, let me just say thank you to the bridesmaids. I don't know what betters. You look absolutely stunning. I think it was well worth Abby buying second bridesmaid dresses, even though our credit card didn't enjoy that. And then, on to the girls. Lily, Nora, Larry, you all stole the show. We're so proud of you, both of you. All 3 of you, but both of you. The ones that belong to me. We're so proud of you. I'd be more proud if Nora had walked down the aisle. Lily walked at 10 months, Nora's almost a year, but I digress. You're both, I don't know where she is. Where is Nora?
She's screaming at this.
Or a joke. Alright. Don't want to have kids, honestly. You're lovely. We're so proud of you. We are so proud of you. You're the light of mine and Abby's lives. You both are amazing, and we love that you both are legends. And we're so happy we didn't end up with ugly or boring kids. You know who you are. I can honestly say that even if me and Abby start hating each other, we will stay together just for you. On to my best men and page boys. You all look dapper today. Dab and Oshan, I couldn't ask for better hobbits to be my ring bearers. Cracking job. And a special thank you to my brothers for putting on an absolutely wild stag. I am, of course, everyone who says already laughing. I'm joking, of course. We ended the stag with a board game coffee and I had a raspberry ripple milkshake. It was more than I could ask for. You've been so, brothers, but I couldn't ask for any better best men. And last, but certainly not least, our parents. Jeff and Karen, Joe and Jason, whatever he is. He's got a baby, isn't he? Okay, Mum and Dad. You've all been amazing, both leading up to the wedding and in the years leading to today's ceremony. We can't thank you enough for financial and emotional support from Mum drying petals for confetti, baking Welsh cakes and scones, Karen sorting the beautiful table decorations, and Joe, who had the job of keeping Abby calm, which I don't know if you succeeded in that. But she might have been more stressed if you weren't there. So thank you all. Whilst we're on topic of parents, my parents alluded to earlier, today is actually a special day for Mum and Dad, outside of being their favourite daughter-in-law's wedding. It also happens to be their anniversary. And when looking for a wedding date, we knew this was the one, when we realised it was also yours. Hopefully we can also be as happy and in love after we've been married 39 years. So can everyone raise their glasses and wish my parents a happy anniversary. Jeff and Joe, we avoided your date of your wedding for obvious reasons. Enjoyed that, did you do that? Correct, that was gold. Okay, we have got presents too. There we go. Oh. Jeff. There you go. Thank you. Dad.
Thank you very much.
Annie. Just so you know, we did get Joe presents, sure he had it. Sure on the card. So, on to the woman we're all here for. Looking more beautiful than ever today. For those of you who don't know, me and Abby first met at McDonald's in Skewen. I was a manager then, and Abby was someone willing to sleep with their boss to get easy work. A few weeks ago, I asked Lily who she would save if someone threatened to throw either me or Abby into a lava pit. And I think it's telling in how incredible a person Abby is, and how amazing a mother she is, that Lily couldn't choose between this fantastic woman, who has been an honorary Watkies for the longest time, and myself, her blood father, who you think would be the obvious choice. She responded to me saying that, I said, why would you not obviously pick me? And she said, if it wasn't for Abby, you'd still be working at McDonald's and you wouldn't care about the environment. And I can say Lily's not wrong. My favourite thing about Abby is that she's made me a better person. Some of this is because when I look at her, I know I should try to be the man that she deserves. And part of it is because I can't help but learn from her brilliance. Like when she told me the best way to have silent poops in people's houses and avoid any splashback is to put toilet roll down the toilet before you start pooping. Never since she imparted this wisdom, I've had to wipe toilet water off my bum. In all seriousness, Abby Louise Watkies, I can stand here today more in love with you than ever. It's been more than 8 years since I saw your bum and thought, that's a good bum. 8 years since we spent all night chatting in a house party where we were each playing the part of a wingman. 7.5 years since we said we'd enjoy a summer fling and then call it quits when we go to uni. 7 years since you met Lily and became the most amazing influence in her life, even if she thought you were a literal witch to begin with. 4 years since we bought our first house together, 3 years since we got engaged in Thailand, and 1 year since we brought another beautiful little girl into this world, and I can tell you now that I am still infatuated with you. I still think, nice bum when you walk by. I still want you to be my partner when we play board games. I still want you to be the one falling asleep with me when we watch films. and I still want you. And I'm also the luckiest man alive because the honour of calling you my wife. So could I ask everyone to stand and raise their glasses to the most incredible woman, mother and wife that I know. And there we go.
I'm not a travelling salesman. I am just going to pass over to Abby's lovely sister and maid of honour, Leah.
It would have been good if I got it up ready, so bear with me. So I actually started my speech with, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Leah, Abby's sister, so thank you for... I don't know how to start now. What to do? Okay, so I've known Abby for a very long time, and I can confirm that she's the best friend you could ever wish to have. And luckily for me, she was forced to keep me around. That didn't mean that she wouldn't have been rid of me if she could have had the chance. And there's definitely been a few occasions where I'm sure she really did try to off me, so to speak. For example, after throwing her stuffed rabbit Flopsy out the window, when I was around 6, keep that number in mind, she dangled me by the legs outside of the bedroom window that was on the 2nd floor, I'll have you know, just to grab this little Flopsy bunny rabbit. So yeah, that was important to her. Luckily I'm still alive. I can also confirm Flopsy survived this ordeal. But jokes aside, I would do anything for her. We've gone through so much together. Sellotaping a chandelier together in our old house after a balloon fight really was the moment I realised she was my person and we would stick with each other through thick and thin. Abby is my soulmate. I tell everyone this all the time, so it's not news to a lot of you, and it's definitely not news to her. There's no one in this world that I love more. So the person to take on protecting and loving her for the rest of her life needed to be very special. And then there's Matt. So I met Matt when I was 16, and he was also my manager at McDonald's. I just want to say that he used me to talk Abby into saying yes to their first date, and even their second, because she wasn't that set apparently. So yeah, you can thank me all for this taking place today, if I do take cash donations. Matt is one of the kindest and most loving humans on this planet, and I was really lucky to have him for a manager for a second time whilst I was working at Admiral. I found that job really hard. I found it really emotionally challenging, and he was always there when I needed to cry some snot into a t-shirt, and he really kept me together, and yeah, thank you very much for that. If I call Abby for advice, I always ask her to put it on speaker so that Matt can pipe in with a sarcastic quip followed by the most sincere advice anyone in the world could give. I'm so happy it's Matt that Abby is marrying, because I know with all my heart he would do anything to make her and their children happy. I love you so much, Matt, and I'm so proud that you'll find part of my family. Sorry. Oh, both of you deserve all the happiness in this world. You've created a beautiful family with Lily and Nora, and it's been the greatest joy of my life to share that with you. So cheers to these two for finding time and love.
You've got a lot of fun.
Abby just said, good luck, Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks, Abby.
Come on, bookend.
Yeah, I'm last. You'll be glad to know. Right, so I said I'd start this saying howdy everyone. So howdy everyone. So for those that don't know, I'm Joe. I'm Abby's friend. I actually wanted to kick off this speech by really thinking about what marriage means. And I've been busy this morning. No one else knows this. So actually, if you could all have a little look under your seats, just have a little look. It's quite hard, I know, but if you just have a little feel, have a little look. No, Abby, there should be... No, that's right, there's nothing. Nothing but disappointment. Get used to Abby and welcome to married life. But before all that, it's been a brilliant day so far. Abby, you're a Watkies. Oh my gosh. Are we excited? I don't know. No, but seriously, you make a truly beautiful bride, and what's even more beautiful is just who you are as a person. You're surrounded by family and friends today who really love and cherish you. And on that note, please can we raise your glasses to the lovely bride and bridesmaids.
Trying to sit in my lap when I'm
So, moving on to the groomsmen. So, one of the groomsmen today is absolutely gorgeous, but they all really tried their best. For those of you that don't know, Matt has 3 brothers. Sorry, I was looking at you as if it's a surprise, you know. And he's a middle child, which is less surprising. It explains a lot, right? Yeah. He actually couldn't decide between all his brothers which one should be the ultimate best man. So he made us all best men. I did suggest a duel to the death, but Claire said no. So, but what a privileged position to be in, to have 3 best men. Absolutely 0 friends, but still. Dan, oi oi, Dan. Oh, hello. He officiated the wedding, in case you missed it. John organised a great stag, math-friendly, of course, completely boring, but you know, Matt had a great time. So. The whole 3 best men thing got me thinking about some great trios. So you've got the 3 Musketeers. We liked them as kids, didn't we? The 3 Amigos, and of course Charlie's Angels. But the Watkies brothers have always been a foursome, which got me thinking about awesome foursomes. So upon pondering other foursomes and doing all I could not to Google it for obvious reasons, I could only come up with the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Take that post Robbie, and any lineup of Britain's Got Talent judges ever, which not great really. So we're definitely the exception to the rule. We're obviously the awesome foursome, so well done us. Mark has played a big part in that foursome. Well, actually, he's played a quarter part. The same as the rest of us, actually. But we like him a lot still. I mean, individually and collectively, we wanted to murder him over the years, but actually, he's great. Well, he's good. Well, he's okay. Math was always known as the delinquent child. And let's face it was for good reason. So there was the time he almost took out Ben Tootle's eye whilst playing a game, I think, by the name of Spears.
It was.
Yeah. Who would have thought a game named Spears would end in tears?
I did throw it at the back of your head and you turned round.
Sounds like your own fault thing. There was also the time he slashed open his arm with barbed wire, the ever-friendly children's plaything. I know what you're thinking, where were our parents? Well, generally they believed, have enough kids and they look after each other. They were, of course, wrong. Math also showed genuine psychopath killer traits as a child, where he once told my mum Val that only Grumper and Daddy could tell him off because they were men. And she was a girl. Well, Mam Val thwacked him. It was a different time. We don't condone hitting children unless they're Matthew Watkins. From all the really dumb things you did as a kid, I'm not sure my dad has been more proud of any of his kids than when Matt outsmarted the police during a chase by turning down a road into someone's driveway and turning off his headlights whilst the cops sailed on by. Apparently, my dad's moral compass is way off. I suppose he'll be mad if I rob the bank and don't get away with it. But if I do...
What did he do, though?
What did he do?
Yeah. Why were the cops chasing him?
Why were the cops chasing him?
I need to know this.
I was on my 4-wheel driver when a new law came in.
That's pretty cool.
Major crime, major crime.
And if you want to,
You could have at least robbed a bank. Next time.
Right. All of this is to say, you've had an incredible life, Matt. When you were snapped as a baby from that Italian family. You brought to the Watkins household, growing up as this amazing brother, friend, dad, and husband that I see today. I love you and just wish so much happiness for you, Abby, Lily, and baby Nora. Please can we raise a glass for the God knows how many times to the newest Mr. and Mrs. Watkins. It's dessert time. All the desserts are outside, gluten-free and other non-fun things are labelled. Oh wow.